Hi, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about the topic of it is within you. So all manifestation is within you. The reason I bring this up is because it seems to be a split. This is where the split comes between law of attraction and Neville Goddard. And what I found is that the former is ineffective in comparison to the latter. Neville Goddard's techniques and fundamentals are far superior and have been time tested for thousands of years versus the scientific religious views of science, right? So the thing is that the idea that we're controlling anyone or anything needs to be thrown out the window. The idea that we're attracting or in some way influencing other people through communicating or psychic abilities needs to go out the window. It has nothing to do with outside. If we're looking outside, then we're looking in the wrong place. So first of all, and I'm going to tell you how, I'm going to tell you the difference, and this hopefully unlocks the doors, which it did for one of my clients today, and gives you that all power, which is what happened to me. So first of all, like this video, it does something to the algorithm, and it will help more people see this truth. And subscribe, hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more further videos and systematically understanding the fundamentals behind manifesting and how to get anything you want in your world. So jumping right into it, attraction is not the way that this works. We are not vibrationally sending out a message and bringing things forth. We're not controlling anyone. We're not sending anything outside of ourselves. The truth, and this is the deep but truth in this, right? So biblical teachings come from if you read it in the proper term, and Neville Goddard comes from the non-dual thought process, the non-dual way of thinking, which is that we are all one. But how does this make sense when it comes to this world if we're separate from each other? But in testing, and I'm going to give you a way to test this at the end, you will find that it is true that we are all connected, that there's no separation between me and anybody else. So therefore, we're not sending anything out. When we impress something on the subconscious, it is accepted by the awareness that all of us have, and then automatically and instantly is accepted by the person or thing or any people that need to be influenced in order to get us what we want. But we are never to be focused on the act of influencing. We're never to be focused on the act of control, because in doing so, then we're giving away our power to say that there's something outside of ourselves that's running the show, that we have to match a vibration with something to draw it in. Now, there's been very much conflicting ideas on this term of vibration, right? Now, there's no question, everything's energy, everything is vibrating. But from the beginning, I remember watching The Secret, talking about vibration is we're sending beams outward and we're drawing things in, right? And then the other way, then it shifted to, okay, now we are increasing our excitement, and now that's vibration. And then doing that somehow makes these things come. And then the other way is vibrationally matching with the dimension and bringing it forward. Now, this is the truth. I had gone with all of these, right? I studied The Secret, Abraham Hicks, Pam Grout, Joseph Murphy, Napoleon Hill, the Kabbalion, all these, the Kabbalah, the Bible, all these different things. Any idea that there's someone outside of us that's independent of us is giving away our power. It is within. Our entire consciousness is the form of consciousness as us, which means that if we remove our objective reality, then we become one with that which is us, that which is everyone. I know that may sound abstract, but in other terms, manifesting, I am, right? So I am is the way we manifest. When we remove the objective world and we bring a scene into our imagination, we effectively diminish the outside world, we settle it, we relax the mind until all of this stuff disappears, and all we're left is the awareness inside of us. No, not even thoughts, not even this outside world. What happens is now we are one with awareness, but every single person has that same awareness. There's no difference between your awareness and my awareness. And there's no separation between. And that's why you can imagine something and instantly on the other side of the world it manifests, right? Which has happened to me dozens and dozens of times. There's no separation. There's no distance. And another thing that has helped me tremendously is by relaxing the idea that I have to make someone do something. I don't have to make anyone do anything. That should never be the objective of what we're doing. The whole idea is to make this image in our mind. So the ego, right? I know this is going to sound a little abstract, but I'm going to make it into bite-sized things to understand. The ego, this analytical mind, this separate self, this Joseph Alai, right? I'm not next to you right now. I mean, I am on the screen, but we're two separate beings, right? That ego can only exist if there's an external world. Meaning mind cannot exist if there was no external world. Take away all the objects, take away everything, take away space, take away the body, there could be no mind. There's nothing there, right? Even if I'm alive and there's nothing outside and I'm still my mind, it would evaporate. It would be removed. So there's a constant balance of object and person, but it's all a manifestation of awareness. So when I ask you, are you aware? You would say yes. But if I asked you, so if I said, I am aware, right? Who is this I? I am Joe. Who's I? Who's aware of being Joe? That is the same awareness in me, that's in you, that's in your SP, that's in your boss, that's in the lottery winner drawer guy, whatever. It didn't make any sense. I mean, that made sense, but that was a ridiculous statement. So now this is what I want you to test, right? It's to test that there's nothing to do, nothing to move. The whole vast world must conform to the image of our mind, right? So in effect, this awareness is creating things through us so we can experience it and live as a separate self. When we imagine something, that's why the thought comes first. The thought enters into the subconscious mind, which enters into awareness. And awareness in the Bible is known as God, infinite power, infinite love, infinite light, infinite delight. So when we impress something on the subconscious mind, it's accepted and pushed into awareness. And awareness refracts it on the screen of space. So this is an illusion, right? The idea of space and time and years separate for me is an illusion. So what do I mean by that? So think of it. You see this video right now. Your senses tell you I'm on the screen. What are senses? That's mind stuff, right? Senses are made of the mind. So, but you could touch the screen. You could touch the screen. You could touch your phone. You can touch the desk. What's that made of? Senses. Senses are mind stuff. You know you are touching it. You know you are sensing, seeing me. You know, the point is everything in this world is made of senses, right? And senses is made of mind stuff. And mind stuff is known, right? You can only know things. You know things. Knowing is awareness. Awareness knows me touching my lights right here. Awareness knows everything. And the thing is when we imagine something, awareness is activated to conform the world to my mind. So when you want something, you never have to think about raising your vibration. You never have to think about being happy. You never have to think about influence any single person. What we're doing is we're selecting a dimension. We're selecting a state, right? A mansion. That's what it's called in the Bible. We select a state in our imagination. We remove this. We bring it back to our awareness, to our imagination. We imagine. We hold it there. We feel it real. It impresses the subconscious mind. We release it. We live back in this world. Awareness now has accepted that, and it must refract it outward so that we can see it in our mind stuff, right? It must come back to the sender. I know that sounds extremely abstract. If you watch this video like 5 times, you'll totally comprehend it. But there's no separation between you and me and the guy in Australia and the woman in China. Nothing. There's no difference. There's no separation, right? We each have these egos, these separate selves that are built to experience the creations of awareness. But guess what, right? If there were different awarenesses behind the scenes, right? So what awareness is aware of being Joseph Alai, who's aware of filming right now. But you're seeing Now you're seeing me. So we must both have the same awareness. If you had a different awareness, you would be in a different world. There'd be something completely different. We all have the same we're connected by the subconscious. That's why Elon Musk says we're all connected by the subconscious mind. It has nothing to do with time and space. Nothing to do with it. In my successes, when I went from believing in that I have to do something, I have to control someone, I have to force something, I have to hold this whole thing in place, it's a losing battle, man. It's a losing battle. To take that away and to just accept I am the operant power. I am God. I am God. God became me. And now I, in my imagination, emulate the process of God. So this is what it's all about, right? God became us. He abandoned himself to become you. And then he manifested you. He manifested me. He manifested this whole vast world. So we are supposed to emulate that process, right? But we forgot we were God. Now we wake up. We realize, whoa, dude, I'm God. I'm the operant power in this world. So what we do is we emulate the same process that God did to become us. He abandoned himself to become us, and then we manifest it. Now we abandon ourselves to become the thing that we want. How do we do that? We bring the scene of our fulfilled desire into our mind's eye in first person point of view. When we do that, we're effectively abandoning the old man and becoming the new. So we make union with that state. And when we make union with that state, it impresses on the subconscious mind, is accepted by awareness, and then refracted outward. And that's how we receive what we want. There's nothing that we have to do. It will all conform in perfect manner in a way we can never comprehend. If 1,000 people must be moved in order for us to get what we want, no worries, man. Perfect. 1,000,000 people, because we're all connected. We never have to worry about the means. In a way that we could never consciously devise, the awareness in every person in this world will feed whoever needs to thoughts. It'll feed everyone thoughts. They will think they're their own thoughts. And then those people will be moved in a miraculous fashion. We could never figure it out. And that is how we get what we want. That is how we manifest. Manifest means to make known by light, and God is light. That's what manifest means, right? So I hope you all understood that. If you didn't, go back and rewind it. Get out of your head that there's anything you have to force, that you have to do, that you have to move, that you have to send thoughts, that you have to do any of that stuff. It's all accepted from in the subconscious, which is why we have dreams of premonitions, which is why we get other people's thoughts, because we're all connected. There's no separation. No separation. So anyway, I hope you like this. If you did, like it, join my email list, sovereignmind.com/register. Stay tuned for more. Oh, and check out these videos.